Hey guys, Drew James here from LearnGuitarInLondon.com, playing Frank Turner's I Still Believe. A song that actually I heard, I had the album when he released it, but also it just reminded me of exactly how brilliant it was when he played it at the opening ceremony last Friday. Fantastic performance and really perfect for that kind of English eccentricness. So I figured just to do a guitar lesson for it because it's just such a great song. So I'm going to get straight into the lesson. Now there's going to be two parts to this lesson like there is with a lot of my lessons. So with part two you'd need to just sign up to my monthly newsletter to get it. But I will show you everything I've just played there. It's just that there is a midsection which I'm going to work out for next week. Okay, so let's get started on it. It's obviously very energetic with its strumming. I will show you the strumming pattern. It doesn't really change that much, but you must make sure you've definitely got a plectrum in your hands. He uses a pick, and I'd recommend a reasonable sort of maybe a 1mm plectrum to get the strumming sound. And you really need to be digging in with the plectrum. So digging in means playing quite deep into the strings, yeah, to get that kind of that energy, that enthusiasm. Anyway, the first chord is a C. Now I'm going to presume that you guys know some open chords. I will take you through C very quickly and through each chord, but it will be quick. So if you do need to know the chords in a little bit more detail, then I suggest a Google search. Okay. So the first chord is C. You pop your first finger on the B string on the first fret, and second finger on the D string on the second fret, and third finger on the A string on the third fret. How I label the strings is Eddie 8 Dynamite Good by Eddie, so that's E, A, D, G, B, E. So that's your first chord. Okay, now the way that Frank does it is he's using tiny little hammer-ons with the second finger on the C. Okay, so it's... So it's on the 2, he's doing a hammer-on, so I'll do it slowly. So it's... Sorry, it's not on the 2, it's on the 1 beat, so it's... Let's do that rhythm pattern as well while we're on it. So it's down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, miss, up, down, up, down, down, up, miss, up, down, up, down, down, up, miss, up, down, up. Okay, but it's obviously a lot faster than that. And although you can put in a couple of upstrokes, it just doesn't matter as long as it's kind of got that urgency. Yeah, it'll sound just like the song if you're just giving it with that urgency. But that's the pattern that I use. I can imagine he probably puts a few extra little upstrokes in here and there, but that's the pattern that I use. So down, down, up, down. And notice that I'm accenting on the 1, so it's a 1. Okay, so I know I've spent a little while on that, but it's just quite important to get that. Remember, attack deep with the plectrum to get that really nice, live, energetic sound. The next chord is a change to an A minor. So if you're a beginner, this is actually a really easy change. So you're just taking your A minor, you're taking your C, and you're moving your third finger underneath your middle finger. So sorry, I call this ring finger, middle finger. Underneath there onto the second fret on the G string, okay, and you get this sad sounding chord. Once again, same rhythm. You're holding each chord for 2 passes of the rhythm pattern. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down. Okay, so that is, you do that twice, so let's do it with the singing. So hey yeah, friends of the romance countrymen, back to sea, then to A minor, back to sea, then you play a G. I don't know why I'm singing it with the chord changes. Okay, so yeah, just to help you out with the chord changes there. So when we do C, A minor, C, A minor, back to C, once again always playing it for 2 bars, and then we're going to go to G. Okay, so G, this is the way I play a G. I know that some of you are going to do it like that, but you know, if you've learnt it that way, then that's absolutely cool, but there's just so much movement from C to G. Okay, so it's quite a fast thing to do, whereas if you do it this way, which is the way that I always teach my students, you just bring your second and third finger up to the A and E string, and then get your little finger, this is the bit that takes a bit of practice, but get your little finger down on the 3rd fret on the thinnest string. That is a so much easier G to make from C, okay? And also on top of that, it's boosting the strength in your little finger, which as any good guitarist knows, that's where you need to get the strength, okay? So yeah, onto your G. You do the G for 2 bars. And then we go to the dreaded F chord. Okay, so depending on your level of ability, you need to, there's a couple of versions you can do. You can do the full good old-fashioned bar chord all the way down the string, so you can press down as hard as possible, close to the fret marker on the 1st fret, and then make an E major shape over the, on the 2nd and 3rd fret. Okay, that's one way of doing your F. I think it suits this song best, that F, because it's got that really live sound to it. However, there are other ways. You could also press down the E and A string with one finger, E and B string, and then take your 2nd and 3rd finger on the G and D string to make that shape, and then just strum the bottom 4 strings. Okay, so that's another way of doing the F. The other way is, although it's a lot harder to achieve, is not to bar and just leave your fingers like that on the bottom string. So don't bar like that, just leave your finger up, and then just strum the 3, but it's going to be tough to do that with this strumming pattern. So I suggest one of the 2, okay? So either this one or full bar chord. You can do it. Just press down hard, bring your thumb around the back, you'll make it. So where are we in terms of the song? So we're to the F. The time is coming near, and then we're back to a G, okay? So the chords for the verse are C to C, A minor, back to C, C, A minor, C, C, G, G, F, F and G, G. And then we repeat that round again, so we'll be back to C. We do that as a full pass. That is the intro verses, okay? And then when we do the F to the G, the 2nd time round, we then go back to F for our chorus. So who'd have thought that after all, that's the G, something as simple as rock and roll. Now this part, we're taking a C, so we're going C and C/B, okay? C/B is not as hard as it sounds. This is your C, okay? All you're doing is you're lifting up that finger and putting your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret on the A string, okay? So this was a C chord, this note being C, okay? We're changing the C chord to the bass note being B, which is 1 below in the musical alphabet, okay? So that is your C/B chord. And we're only holding that for 1 bar, so it's 1, so it's C, change the C/B, and then A minor, okay? So that's a bass drum. Okay, that's what the bass notes are doing in the song. So something as simple as rock and roll would save us all, okay? Now who'd have thought? 1, 2, 3. You actually do the A minor for 2 bars, I was just checking that at the end. Now who'd have thought, so it's back to F, F and G, G, and then on that G you're going to close it dead, okay? So we're going to go, now who'd have thought, I'll do it now with the rhythm pattern. So now who'd have thought that after all it was rock and roll, okay? So what I'm doing there is on the 1 beat of the G in the 2nd bar, so this is from the F, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, okay, so rock and roll. Okay, so then we're stopping it dead there. Now how I'm doing that is I'm taking the palm of my hand and I'm just putting it down on the strings, okay? So I'm just going, and notice I'm doing an accented, accent in music means a louder strum just before I stop to give it that kind of sense of tension. It was rock and roll, and then we're round in a circle back to C, A minor, etc. Okay, what else did I want to say? I think that's probably about everything. Okay, there is a part in the song, in the other verses, where he goes, right here, right now. Okay, so there is that part. Now, from a rhythm perspective, what we're doing with the right hand is we're just strumming and then we're stopping. Okay, so it's just down, down, stop, down, down, stop. If you listen to the song, you'll be able to hear where that is. And you know what, this is such a great little campfire sing-along song. So once you get the hang of that rhythm pattern and thread it all together, it starts to sound really, really good. And if you've got a friend who's a singer, or if you're a good singer and you can sort of kind of kick out that really nice sort of guttural kind of call to arms sort of singing, then it can sound absolutely awesome. Now there is going to be a second part to this video, as I mentioned earlier. I'm going to record the second part in the next 7 days. I'm actually just rushing off to the Olympics now. So yeah, I will upload it to my website. You just need to sign up to my newsletter. My newsletter is just like hints and tips on learning how to play the guitar and telling you about my new videos, etc. So if you just go to the description at the bottom, click the link, and then just pop an email address in, and then you'll be taken straight through to my student area. Okay, so you've got other videos there, tablature to videos, and there's a whole kind of a slow building of videos and tablature, which has been going on for the last sort of 8 months or so. I think what I'll do is, I've got a little bit of time, is I'm just going to play it through again. You can try and play it through with me. I'm going to go kind of the regular time, and then that'll be the end of the vid. Okay, so thanks for watching, I'll say that in advance. Alright, so it's straight in with the rhythm guitar, so 1, 2, 3. Hey, 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 friends and Romans, countrymen. Hey, 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 punks and skids and journeymen. Hey, 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 my sisters and my brethren all the time. It's coming in. Come, yeah, to soulless corporate circus talks. Come, yeah, silence guitar and snobs. Come, yeah, to bedroom bars and bunker swats, and the sound is ringing clear. Now who'd have thought that after all, something as simple as rock and roll would save us all? Now who'd have thought that after all, it was rock and roll?